What is the difference between sprint goal and velocity? For this one, let's go back in time. When I was referencing story points versus Fibonacci sequence, this user said both are useless. And when I was referencing the difference between committed, plan, load, versus adopted, removed, withdrawn, rolled over, and completed, Philip Ledgerwood, another Agilist who I know on LinkedIn, gave this response. I think a lot of these issues are mostly issues with Scrum teams that don't have good or any sprint goals. The team commits to the sprint goal, not to a specific sprint backlog. The backlog is selected and is always subject to the delivery of the sprint goal. What we can deliver in a particular time box can inform the ambition of our sprint goals, but ultimately it's the sprint goal that limits our work in progress. If the team is considering adding or removing a story to or from the sprint, the question is always, how will this impact the sprint goal? Will this put the sprint goal at risk? I think too many Scrum teams operate from a perspective of how much stuff from the product backlog can we cram into 2 weeks, instead of what's the minimum amount of things we need to build to accomplish the sprint goal. And both of these users' comments are directly aligned and both correct. Going back to our example that the epic is clean house for a party, the feature is bathroom, and there are different stories of the things that we need to do to clean the bathroom. We have 8 hours to clean for this party, and our sprints are 1 hour. So, what is the difference between a sprint goal and velocity? Without considering any story point velocity from our past or any estimation for our future, somebody might be able to look at this and go, I can actually clean the whole bathroom within a 1 hour sprint. Or we might say, no, I can only do half of those things within that first sprint, and I'll finish up the rest in the next sprint. There are some Agilists who stop here. They do not do estimations. They just defer to the team on what it takes to do the job and can we accomplish our sprint goal. And then we become hyper-focused on sprinting to our goal. And we try to minimize any blockers that are going to impede us from completing the sprint goal.